Coming up, reigning player of the year, E.J. Tackett has made another final here in Reno, Nevada. It is tonight the night he finally captures a PBA title at the 16th edition of the World Series of Bowling. Find out next on FS1. Here in Reno, Nevada, it is time for night 3 of the 2025 World Series of Bowling. Tonight, the Chameleon Championship unfolds. Our 5 bowlers this evening. The top seed, Malaysia's Hakeim, trying to become the first player from that country to win on tour. Kevin McCune, son of Eugene, goes for his 2nd title. E.J. Tackett makes his 4th straight show here in Reno. Andrew Anderson beat E.J. in the Nevada Classic on Saturday. And Canadian Mitch Hupé goes for his 1st singles title here tonight. So many international bowlers. That's the story here at the World Series of Bowling, the 16th edition. Dave Ryan alongside Randy Pedersen and his fan club. PBA USBC Hall of Famer. Again, a foreign-born bowler, Randy, is the top seed.
Yeah, this event proving once again just how great the rest of the world is at the sport of bowling. Here's our #1 seed, Hakeim. He's slated to be the next superstar to come out of Southeast Asia. A real powerful player who's not afraid of the big moments. And he's looking to make it 3 wins in a row for the international players.
So this week already, Sweden's Rasmus Edvall climbed the stepladder in the Scorpion, Randy, to win that title.
Yeah, he was really amazing. And it didn't look like he had a chance to win this event. And guess what? At the end, he's the guy hoisting that trophy.
Then the Viper Championship last night. Another international player, first career TV show, and his first career win is Darren Ong from Singapore.
Yeah, incredible. This was E.J. Tackett's 9th frame and to his undoing. Darren Ong steps up needing a mark, and that's the best kind of mark to get.
Won that one 215, 205. First player from Singapore to win on the PBA Tour. Now, E.J. Tackett has had an extraordinary season. He's made 5 straight shows. He's won 2 titles, including his 2nd jacket at the U.S. Open in Indianapolis. He hasn't won here yet. Maybe tonight's the night.
Yeah, it's been an incredible run for E.J., and you think about the amount of games he's bowled thus far in this event. He said it's upwards of about 120 games. He still has plenty of gas left in the tank, as he told us in his interview. We'll see if he can get it done tonight.
Don't count out E.J. Tackett, no question about that. Our stepladder bowling here, Randy, tonight. Andrew Anderson, Hupé, great first match. Going to be a high-scoring pattern tonight. Could see a lot of strikes. Tackett against the winner of match 1. Then we got Kevin McCune and Hakeim at the very top of the stepladder as the top seed. Andrew Anderson beat E.J. Tackett, Nevada Classic, to start our coverage here in Reno on Saturday. He's joined now by Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, Dave. So, Andrew, you told us in the pre-show interviews that you feel like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders since you won your 5th PBA Tour title here a few days ago at the World Series. But this is actually the 3rd show we've seen you on this season. So what do you contribute your newfound success as of late to?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy what conference can do. Great support system. Yeah, I'm just riding a wave. I snuck into qualifying here, qualified 24th, went on to win a few matches, and here I am. So I'm squeaking by. We're going to see if we can squeak by some matches tonight.
Good luck to you. Thanks.
Here we go. Double A is ready. Confidence there after the long wait. 7 years without a title. He's got that in the bag now against Canadian Mitch Hupé.
Good.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba. From Holly, Michigan. Huge Wolverines fan. We mean huge. Gets us going. And the Chameleon is the target. Very tough split. 210.
All right, all right, all right.
210 on a real high-scoring oil pattern right out of the gate. We predicted big scores. That's what we've seen throughout the Chameleon Championship.
Wow. Covers it. 210 split to begin the night. That was sweet. Clean wipe, Randy. Presented by Dude Wipes.
Covers it perfect. Cuts the 2 right into the 10. Nicely done. A lot of rev rates on tonight's show. No two-handers.
Here's Mitch Hupé. Right at that 1-3 pocket. He's the 4-7.
Hupé started the Chameleon Championship with a 300 game. Averaged 256.
Scorching the pins. 4-7 got that no problem. One title in his career. That was a Rob Holman doubles title with Packy Hammerhand. We'll see Packy later on our FS1 broadcast here tonight.
Take a look at his arsenal, going with Ion Pro.
It's been a minute since he's been on a singles show. 2019 USBC Masters in Vegas. Lost his first match to Chris Sloan. In Nevada, returns to TV. Single pin spare conversion here, 2-pin on the way.
Both players going light to start, right out of practice.
Got that no problem. Third Canadian to win on the PBA Tour, joining Graham Fott and Francois Lavoie. As he told us pre-show in the interviews, I want to win a singles title. It is time.
There's Andrew's arsenal, and he's starting with Attention Star.
That looks good. Crunches that 1-3 pocket with a big strike. Let's take a look at our Bowling TV highlights this afternoon here at the National Bowling Stadium. Mitch Hupé and Andrew Anderson tied 2 games apiece. Heading into the deciding 5th game. This is match play leading into the show. This knocked off Hupé 256-232 to advance to the 4th spot in the step ladder. And the rematch unfolding now in front of us here at the historic National Bowling Stadium in Reno. Third frame for an 11-pin lead. Early on against Hupé. Got it.
Every one of Andrew's matches went the distance. All of his matches 5 gamers.
A lot of bowling. He's told us pre-show he's never felt more confident. Got that first win after so many years without a singles victory. Road to the show for Mitch. On the right lane. Okay. All right, RPs, check out the oil pattern for tonight, the Chameleon.
Players would start with urethane early on and then move in, jump inside and start hooking it with the reactive resin. There's the red line. That's a urethane start. But no urethane here in game 1. Did see some in practice.
41-footer. Back on TV, single style. Look for Savell, gets it across the deck for the 10-pin. Down you go.
Expect a lot of this tonight.
Mitch told us pre-show, tough victory against Andrew Anderson, one of the hottest players on tour right now. And the confidence just brimming over with double-A here.
Go Bowling Free America on a strike.
For reasons like that, punches the pocket. If any of the pros on tonight's show bowl a perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit GoBowling.com. Sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Andrew takes a re-rack here, first of 2 allowed in the match.
Both players playing the right lane to hook a bit more. And that's kind of been the trend on all of the different patterns here at the World Series. Left lane a little tighter down lane. Yep.
Off the re-rack. Oh, ring and 10 pin. Good shot. And the totals tonight, having just won a couple nights back, helps his confidence so much on the TV pair here at the stadium. Hasn't missed yet on the 10 pin. 28 got that.
Sorry, buddy. 28 for, or 29 for 29 now. And we get all of our great stats, as always, from our good friends at Lane Talk. For more information, head on over to lanetalk.com and download the free app.
Stats, the data, lanetalk.com. Awesome. Here's Hupé, looking good.
Man, is he up the back and really rolling it.
Ties the match.
Gets the ball into the swing fairly early. Big guy, big, strong man. Really rolls up the back. See if we can see that hand right behind the bowling ball. There we go. Look at that.
Hits the target. Strikes again. Up by 10 here, midway through match one. Underway from Reno. 16th World Series of Bowling. Chameleon Championship. Match one continues next. The PBA on FS1 is sponsored by Visit Reno Tahoe. Discover more about this year's host destination at visitrenotahoe.com. By Caesars Entertainment, El Dorado Resort Casino, Circus Reno, and the Silver Legacy Resort Casino, all located in beautiful downtown Reno. And by Go Bowling for friends and family fun. Log on to gobowling.com to find a center near you. Welcome back to the biggest little city in the world, fabulous Reno, Nevada, and the National Bowling Stadium. One of the meccas of the sport of bowling. Night 3 World Series of Bowling, edition 16. Hupé is on a heater here, four-bagger entering the 6th for Anderson, works on a spare. High scoring pattern, as we talked about, top of the broadcast. Maybe not at the start, Randy, of the match, but they're catching up.
Yeah.
Follows this shot, or actually follows a strike.
Something bugged him there. Five-time titleist delivers. Good shot. Ringing 10
It's never going to be a good one. Sucks.
Take a look at Andrew Anderson from profile. Another tall player, big, long arm swing, and really great hand at the bottom. Great balance. Very athletic move. All right, let's go down to the floor and talk to the Hall of Famer, Tim Mack. And Timmy, you're repping for the tour rep for Storm, and you're repping both players here in game one. How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. We've got a pretty good team together. We've got our tour lead, Rob Gaucho, and then obviously Joey K and Wesley. We've all given information to these guys all week. So if they come to us, we just give them what they need.
Thank you, Tim.
Rob Gaucho right behind Tim there. To Anderson's 7th. Down 11, works on a spare.
Looks like a ball change.
Okay, left lane. See how that works out for him.
There you go.
Just enough.
Ion Pro is what he switched to after back-to-back 10 pins. that hand. All taped up. Great roll and revolutions.
Former Player of the Year, two-time titleist in 2018. Trying to get his winning back on track. Done it once in Reno already. Hupé right at it again.
Well, you can see just why that shot right there, this pattern is so high scoring, because that was a big miss left and it just held its line.
5-bagger for Hupé. Top 24 qualified match play. Racked after 12 qualifying games. Anderson with a 3-2 win in the round of 8 best of 5 to set the table here. Hakeim from Malaysia is the top seed. Goes for his first ever title. Canadian star here leads the bucket. Strike streak comes to an abrupt halt. Challenging lead. Well done.
And that bucket lets Anderson right back in it. Two more here in the 8th and 9th for Anderson. He'll take the lead. See, our max scores 258. 255.
Back and forth match earlier today between these two. And right at it again.
To cut it to 7 in the 8th. You bet. Trip 10 pin. Matchup, round of 8, 5. This one going to go down the wire, Randy.
And remember in our interview with Andrew, he said, hey, I'm not afraid to change balls in the middle of the game. If you're not striking with the one you brought, I'm jumping into another ball immediately. And he did just that. And right now, it looks like a great adjustment, a great move for Andrew.
At Masters in Syracuse 2018. Foundation frame for the lead. Oh, across the deck it goes. Messenger KOs the 10. Down you go.
And with that Messenger, Anderson takes the lead and cannot be shut out no matter what Mitch Hupé does in the 9th and 10th. He liked this one immediately.
Second turkey of the match. Big strike. 9th for Hupé. Oh my! The nudge, but not enough. Bowling isn't fair, Randy.
Yeah, this is cruel.
Defying the laws of physics. How did it stay up? 10 pin got that. Max numbers. There's hand, big two-handed lefty. With Mitch Hupé, his buddy. Both bowled at Wichita State, won the Roth Holman in 2023. Mac is going to join us in a moment here on the broadcast. See you soon, Pat. Crunch time, 10th frame, Hupé, okay. Mitch's full-time job works for the Office of Gambling in the province of Manitoba. Got like a real office job. But he says they're very flexible with my schedule. It's time to come to Reno, bowl the World Series of Bowling. He's all good to go. Wichita State alone. National champ 2015 there. No help on the 10-pin.
Well, he's making life a little bit easier for Andrew Anderson now. Only needs a mark and good count.
Thank you, guys.
Well, tough there for Mitch. He misses that 10-pin and realizes it's over.
He still needs to fill 16.
Anderson will try to make sure it's done mathematically. Trip 10-pin there, gets closer. We'll get through the next match. That's it. It's official now. Andrew Anderson has advanced.
Great ball change. Now he's going to look at another one.
Look who awaits him in the second match.
It's that guy again.
It's that Tackett guy again. 5th straight show. Extraordinary run for EJ continues on all conditions. Amazing. That looked pretty good.
Okay, ball, man.
So Andrew Anderson, fresh off the win. Nevada Classic, named for Mike Albee here on Saturday. Beat this guy in the championship match to begin our coverage on FS1 here in Reno, Nevada. They rematch next from the stadium. Let's flash back November 2017, 9th World Series of Bowling here in Reno. Liz Johnson knocked off Anthony Pepe, 222.06 to win the Chameleon Championship that year. Her first win on the National PBA Tour. Second ever win by a woman on the PBA Tour. Kelly Kulik did, of course, in 2010. What a moment for women's bowling and for Liz Johnson. Legend Liz, incredible. Chameleon Championship, here we go. Anderson knocks off Hupé, 258-233 in match 1. But next up for AA, EJ Tackett. Joined now by Kimberly.
EJ, this is the 4th consecutive show that we've seen you on since we've been in Reno, and the sheer volume of games that you had to win in order to get on the show is absolutely staggering. And yet a lot of people seem to be stuck on the fact that you have not found yourself in the winner's circle since you've been here. So I have to ask you, like, how do you measure success? Is it how many shows you've been on and you get a chance for a win, or does it just come down to whether you win or you lose?
I think the answer is yes to that question.
Agreed.
You know, it takes a lot of work to just get to the show, and I think sometimes people forget that because they don't see it on TV of how many games you actually bowl to get here. And then it's just one game when you do get here. Sometimes somebody just bowls really good against you, you throw one bad shot, it costs you the match. It happens. So I'm going to try to go out there today and bowl the best that I can and hopefully try to climb this ladder again.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thanks so much. Joined by Packy Hanrahan in the booth. I like the new sweatshirt there. Looks brand new.
Yeah, appreciate it. Just got it from the PBA booth right there.
Great to have you on board. I know your buddy Mitch Hupé had the loss there with Andrew, but he bowled so well to get here, right?
Yeah, he bowled unbelievable the whole week. I mean, he was a hit shy of the scoring record on the overall PBA scoring record on the Chameleon Championship this week.
All right, good to have Packy with us here in the booth. Here's EJ Tackett. Starts match 2, left lane, with some power, with some punch. Torches the pocket. And a good start for Tackett.
Packy, what do you think about EJ's run here at the World Series?
I expect nothing less from him. I mean, he has proven himself to be the best bowler on the planet the last couple of years for sure. Always had plenty of TV shows. And then the last couple of years, it just seems like he wins every time he's there. A little short this week, but plenty of time to turn it around. He's on this one right now.
Pedersen. Good start, match 2 for him.
And a nice ball change halfway through match number 1 for AA. Again, that great leverage created with his legs. And then the nice ball roll. Packy, you're a two-hander. No two-handers on this high-scoring pattern. Tons of 300 games, tons of power on this show. All players using their thumb.
Yeah, little different from usual. You would expect the scores to be super high and the two-handers to just absolutely crushed it. Ooh, tough break there from Andrew. And not the first 7-pin we've seen this week on TV, but like I was talking about, the two-handers on, just there was plenty of them in the bracket, but with the scores being so high, we talked a little bit about it. I talked with Chris Barnes, and he was talking about how almost the scoring pace kind of brings it back to level where shot making power comes a little less into play, and it's more just about how you get your ball through the pins.
Right. 7-pin guys there, no problem for Andrew.
And another thing was, it wasn't really a hook fest. It was more of how can we get players to play further to the right and stay there.
Yep.
Which is why you see a lot of these one-handers. And Mitch with a huge rev rate, high ball speed, but he wasn't playing nearly as far left as Andrew was.
By Packy in the booth, 2-time PBA Tour champ, former national champ with Mitch Hupé at Wichita State. Here's EJ. Okay, good shot, ringing 10-pin.
Just bringing the heat. Just under 19 miles an hour and over 500 rev rate. And I'll say it again, pound for pound, for a player that uses his thumb, strongest strike ball on tour.
Got that mark. No worries there. As I said, ball knocked off for Pete Ismail in the Scorpion. The Viper went to Darren Ong from Singapore, first ever champion from that island nation. Chameleon tonight, Shark tomorrow, World Championship Saturday, 3 Eastern on Fox. Second major of the season. EJ won the first in Indy at Woodland, the U.S.
Take a look at EJ's arsenal. He is using Venom Shock on the right lane and Evoke Hysteria on the left.
2-ball now. I mean, might have learned some previous, might have used some previous experience on the previous 2 days where we see the left lane playing much different than the right, and today he's made an adjustment and he's using 1 ball on the right lane and a different ball on the left.
Yeah, we've seen the left lane a little tighter down lane on the different patterns thus far.
I think it's just because the left lane is hooking so much earlier that it seems tighter down lane, but if you get it through that spot, it seems to come off at plenty.
Right lane for Andrew. Help! Yes!
Bang!
Down goes number 10.
Re-rack.
Re-rack for Andrew. We see it again. Clean white presented by Dude Wipes, guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure you'd call this a messenger, but something came across and rolled that 10 nicely for Andrew Anderson.
What was that, the 4-pin?
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Yeah, it was 4-pin.
Yeah, like light swisher 4-pin. I mean, as high scoring pace as the tournament actually was, it's crazy to see this TV pair kind of just dictate what the scoring pace of the day is going to be.
Yep.
Oh!
It's back-to-back 7-pins on the left lane for him.
Yep.
Red-headed 7-10 Packy. That's what you don't want.
How much of the practice prior to the start with 5 players affect the transition of the oil pattern, Packy?
I would say 100%. I just talked with the 2 Stormball reps, Tim Mack and Rob Gottschall, and they said that today, unlike today was a flip-flop plan of yesterday. Oh no.
Oh,
Buddy.
buddy.
Huge miss.
The 2 ball reps said that there was actually a flip-flop of game plan. Yesterday they tried to make the lanes easy, but today with the Chameleon Championship being one of the highest scoring patterns we've ever seen on the PBA Tour, they actually went the opposite route and tried to almost not really chalk up a spot to the right, but focus more on a little bit of just getting lined up and trying to strike, knowing that it's going to be a little bit of a strike fest tonight.
EJ likes mistakes by opponents because he usually does that.
Capitalizes on one right there.
The room was already built in on the lane, so the players didn't have to create something.
Yeah, I chatted with, I mean, like I chatted with earlier about Mitch almost set the scoring record by a hit. So did the guy EJ beat in the first round, or in his first round, the round of 16, Yuma Haraguchi, I believe, from Japan. He also was a strike, the first ball in the 10th away from setting the PBA scoring record.
How about that? This guy's for a 32-pin lead. 4-pin.
Well, after round one, the top 16 players all averaged over 250.
That's unbelievable. I mean, the scoring pace, especially on this pattern, it wasn't even expected because we bowled on Chameleon in the past and it hasn't been nearly as high scoring as it is right now. I don't know if it's the building. I don't know if it's the tweak of the lane pattern or the players just bringing it this week. But
4-pin has the mark. And a healthy lead into Andrew's 5th.
Yeah, you see.
All-time record, there it is.
Insane. And Michael Davidson, so what was it, a 30-year record almost? And then it got broken this year by Michael Davidson. Followed up this week, Mitch Hupé was a hit short, and Yuma Haraguchi was also a hit short. So there was actually 2 chances at it on this pattern this week to break Michael Davidson's record that happened a month and a half ago.
Anderson trying to recover from the open with a nice bounce back shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure that you can survive an open frame on this pattern. Scores being so high, strikes are so easily accessible. Just have to see how it plays out for Andrew.
Especially against EJ Tackett, guys. That's tough to overcome. But
if we're doing straight math, 257 being the scoring record, and Mitch and Yuma and other players averaging near that 257. He already missed once and he missed a spare. That puts him below 250 right now.
And here's another ball change going to Equinox.
Has a strike, but faces a deficit here in match 2. It's EJ Tackett trying to win again. For the 26th time in his career, got to get by Anderson first. Back in Reno, time to remind you, registration for the 2025 PBA LBC National Championships now open to bowlers of all skill levels. The PBA LBC National Championships return to the Chicago area, includes a division for everyone. You can compete in singles as well as optional doubles and team events. Even combine your scores with the pros. Enter today at PBA.com. Dave, Randy, Packy joining us in the booth here for this match. It's Tackett, Anderson, EJ by 11 in his 6th frame. Works on a spare. Every shot a big shot now. Good shot.
All right, let's go down to the floor and talk with Tour Rep for Motive, Brett Spangler. Brett, how is the left and right lane shaping up for EJ?
They're different enough that he's using 2 different balls. Not too worried about him. We've learned this pair pretty well over the last few days, so we planned the breakdown accordingly.
Thanks, Brett. And that mustache is still on point.
Fantastic. 7th frame for a 21-pin lead. 4-pin. Stubborn. Damn it. What are you seeing, Packy?
I mean, it's always difficult to come out of the commercial break, no matter how many times you do it, or how many, I guess, for EJ, days in a row that you do it, or games in a row that you do it. It's always going to be hard to come out of the commercial break with the same kind of energy that you have. But from EJ, those 2 good shots. I think you just got to make a small move on the left lane, and he'll be good to go.
I mean, move in a couple boards on the left. That's back-to-back 4-pins.
Yeah. What about you, Randy? Was it always hard for you to come out of, those 5-minute breaks, 6-minute breaks that you might have had on TV?
Yeah, I mean, it changes the rhythm, and I don't think you ever get used to it. I mean, you make a great point. It doesn't matter how many times you've been there, but again, it's, the strike on the right lane, which looked like a great shot, right? And then he comes back and 4 pins again on the left lane. So for me, back-to-back 4 pins on the left is kind of it's troubling. I think there's a move that's going to be made.
Anderson. Okay. Big shot, cuts it to 1. Live from the Tokyo Dome, the greatest show in baseball is back. Shohei Ohtani and the reigning champion Dodgers take on the Cubs. MLB World Tour continues tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern. That's right, 3 on the West Coast on FS1. You guys get up early for the big game?
You know I am.
I actually was super excited to just see that there's a baseball game in Tokyo, Japan, and obviously none other than Shohei Ohtani.
You're a
of the
Connecticut
Dodgers.
guy who went to Wichita State, so who's your baseball team?
The Red Sox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
New England, I get it.
I live on the wrong side of Connecticut to be a Red Sox fan. It's kind of split where half are Yankees, half are Red Sox, and
You're from bougie Greenwich.
I'm in enemy territory, as they would say. But what we were talking a little bit about before with the commercial break, do you think it was almost more beneficial for Andrew because he had that spare that he missed almost right before the commercial break, kind of recollect his thoughts, and EJ 4-pinning right before? Do you think that might have played into Andrew's advantage?
You know, I think the ball change is what did it for Andrew. He did the same thing in match number 1, changed balls halfway through, and he's done it here, going with the Equinox on the left lane.
Down 9. Big strike.
I mean, I get what you're saying about the commercial break, and yeah, it does affect things, and a lot of times, you know, momentum changes. But again, I think it's just a matter of EJ making a small move on the left and trying to get back into this.
Yeah, this is a crucial shot here in the 9th frame with Andrew having 240 left, EJ having 239 left. This is crucial shot. I think this is almost a must-strike situation for EJ. And he put it right on line.
Good shot, trip 4-pin.
Got the 4-pin to fall.
He's got the lead, guys. He's on top.
Even you saw him say, wow, that was an awesome break at an awesome time if you're sitting down thinking EJ Tackett.
It was absolutely must strike there to have any chance. And again, it's another 4-pin. This time he trips it.
Just the top of the head pin, just chopping that 4-pin down at the last second. That is everything he could ask for and more.
All right, 2 strikes and 2 pins for Andrew Anderson, and he'll win match number 2.
Looks for the first in the 9th frame. Got it.
It's a different kind of trip 4 right there.
Yeah.
BDJ 237.
That was sweeping the leg. That was sweeping the leg 4-pin.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If anything, maybe slightly hard, but that was right where he wanted to put it and did exactly what he wanted to do.
2 strikes, 2 pins here in the 10th.
Do you think he makes a move based on watching EJ's couple shots?
Well, his last couple on that left lane with the new ball, they were pretty high flush. I mean, maybe cheated just a hair.
It's for the first one. Got it.
Yeah, I would say it's different for every bowler. I don't know about you, but I know a little bit about me. I know my miss is usually slow. I'm moving if I'm him, but his miss might be throwing it hard, and he might sit right where he's at. You know, everybody does something a little different when the pressure comes, but he needs another strike here in the 10th.
And obviously, a lot of it has to do with the pattern. And on a pattern like this, cheating it a half a board or a board inside, it's not going to hurt you.
Exactly like we talked about earlier. There's plenty of room to throw it 2 down lane. It's just about getting your ball to go through the pins the right way, and he's got 1 strike here in the 10th.
Get lucky. This is a big one. He didn't like it. Almost a Brooklyn strike in the 9-pin.
That is
That's
just
my BS.
a bit inside, if you ask me.
That's a big miss on a pattern like this at a time like this.
And it puts the match right back in EJ's hand, where now he can double in the 10th.
All right, now Tackett double in 9 to snatch this one away from Andrew Anderson.
All you can ever ask for as a bowler is to step up in the 10th and have ball in hand to win the game.
Terminator Tackett has the chance again here, guys. 5th straight show. Runaway leader for Saturday's World Championship already. Extraordinary season.
Ran the ladder last night, too. plenty of shots when he needed them. Let's see if he can get a couple more here.
Looking for the first one. E.J. Tackett.
Oh my God.
To trip the
Back-to-back trip fours. He's got to move.
I'm moving now.
He's got to move.
Without question.
Oh my God. You could not have.
A re-rack, please.
Almost the exact same hit, too. A head pin just chopping it down almost the exact same way as last shot. That was insane.
Make the move.
You hear him talking to himself. He's saying, make the move
Yep.
here.
Make the move. And trust it.
Small move left. He's taking his time. I think he took a re-rack.
He did.
Okay.
Easy to trust it on this pattern when you have left and right of target. But yeah, definitely a move. How many do you think? 1, 2?
I'm going at least 2. He's got one of the highest rev rates on tour.
Right.
Like you talk about pound for pound, the most powerful.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is get it to the pocket.
Gotta have it. Makes his move. And doesn't strike. It's the 10-pin standing.
Wow. Heartbreaker there for EJ.
Wow.
And you see just an absolute wave of relief over Andrew's face. He just knows he's back in the match. Chance for second title this week, first at the World Series.
I mean, how brutal is that after tripping those 2 4-pins, getting those 2 huge breaks, make the move, execute, and then back.
Unbelievable bad break. I mean, wow. You can't go home thinking poorly about yourself if you're EJ Tackett.
Anderson wins on the bench. Wow.
Made the move, made the shot, and sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Drama in Reno. A reminder, our World Series of Bowling coverage continues tomorrow, live on FS1 7 Eastern Shark Championship. This is last year, Allen Park, Michigan, outside Detroit. EJ won it. 22nd career title at the time, first title of 2024. In his 6th championship final, en route to his 2nd straight PBA Tour Player of the Year. EJ was awesome then, alive for the Shark Championship tomorrow, as is this guy, the Pac-Man.
Hey
Packy
now.
Hanrahan, doing a great job on TV. Enjoying this?
Oh, absolutely. I'm like a kid in a candy shop right now, having a blast.
Tell us a bit about your bowling, how things are going.
Slow start to the year, much similar to last year, and kind of picking up pace here at the World Series. Had another slow start to the tournament at the World Series, and kind of just huge back half.
Who do you have in your opening match tomorrow?
In my opening match tomorrow, I have no idea. I'm just gonna. No, it's Ryan Barnes. It's one of my good friends, Ryan Barnes. We'll try and take down. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I lived with him for a year, and we'll see who matches up. No mental games. Just come in, have a blast, and hopefully see who stacks up on top at the end of the match.
All right, for Randy, who was the most intimidating player in your era?
Oh gosh, for me it was probably Marshall Holman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a little scary.
Packy, how about you?
I think actions speak louder than words, and those who talk the least tend to be the most intimidating. Belmo just strictly by results, but I mean, luckily for us, we get to bowl enough and hang out with these guys enough. There's plenty of time off the lanes. I don't think any are super intimidating, but you get down to it, you know you need a strike in the 10th because he's going to.
Intimidation is the subject of Pressing Questions with Kimberly Pressler tonight, presented by Go Bowling.
Kyle, who would you say is the most intimidating bowler?
It's got to be EJ Tackett.
EJ Tackett.
EJ Tackett.
EJ Tackett. For the most part of my career, it was Belmo, but it's still him to some degree. But I think right now it's definitely EJ.
I literally haven't beaten the guy since I was like 19, so it's been 14 years of torture out here. I mean, he's red hot. He's won a couple Player of the Years. I do have a good record against him, but it's pretty intimidating to bowl right now.
Would it surprise you at all that a lot of the guys out here have said you?
Yeah, actually would. I guess I'm glad that I do.
Andrew, who would you say is the most intimidating bowler out on tour?
Intimidating bowler, like the scariest, look at?
I'm gonna say Belmo, unfortunately. Not because he's really good, but if you do something wrong to him, he gets mad. And he stays mad for a long time. So, yeah, don't mess with Belmo.
Maybe when I was a rookie and I had to bowl Wes Malott. Maybe, just because when he would say good luck, he was like, good luck down there. Like, yes, sir.
I would say the most intimidating bowler is probably Carl Troop. Yeah, he's really intimidating. He gets a strike when, put you under pressure. Yeah, he makes you think about it, that's for sure.
Maybe I'm too dumb to be scared of anybody, but nobody intimidates me.
Tom Doherty, when he gets mad and when he gives you a certain look, you're like, I don't really want to be around him at the moment, so it's a little intimidating.
Are you intimidating?
I'm not good enough to be intimidating, but I don't think anyone wants to make me mad either.
Good answers. EJ a lot, Belmo a lot. Makes sense. All right, frame of the game presented by Beatbox. Let's recap what happened in the 10th frame in that last match. A thriller would finish between Andrew Anderson and EJ, guys.
Well, Andrew made that nice ball change on the left lane and slings a six-bagger. Could have shut out EJ with another strike in the 10th. Goes broken. EJ gets that great break, tripping that 4-pin once again, and then the stubborn 10.
Tough finish again for EJ, but again, what a year it's been for him. 5 straight shows. Frame of the game presented by Beatbox, the ultimate party in a box. Beatbox, what's your flavor? Please enjoy responsibly. Coming up next is McCune. It's Anderson here from Reno, Nevada. On FS1, it's the PBA. It's the World Series of Bowling. The PBA proud to have Bowlers to Veterans linked as the official charity of the PBA Tour. Tonight's PBL salute to veterans. We welcome U.S. Marine veteran Paul Chapman, who served for 14 years. Thank you so much, Paul, for your service. To donate, go to bbl.org. All right, guys, updated Stepladder. Anderson's take care of the superstar EJ Tackett. 237, 228. Here we go with match 3. McCune and Double A head-to-head.
Packy, are you a little surprised at the scoring pace right now?
It's fairly on par. It's been lower on TV so far, but for right now, not at all.
Kimberly, joined by Kevin McCune.
Thanks, Dave. So, Kevin, in the round of 8, you were down 0-2, and then you came back with a huge 833 in 3 games to land yourself on the show. So how do you take that momentum and apply it to this championship pair?
Just make good shots like I did over there and just try to see the right shape to get the ball to go through the pins the right way.
All right, good luck to you.
One title to his credit, Kimberly. Players Championship, North Brunswick, New Jersey in 2023. It was a major. Now he takes on former Masters champion, Player of the Year, Andrew Anderson, who is back on track. The long singles winless streak came to an end here Saturday in the Albee Classic. He wants another title at the WSOB. McCune, little loft. Looking for help all the way across. Headbutt. Headbutt on the 7-pin, guys.
Ringing the doorbell over there on the 7. I need to replay that. What hit that?
Oh, my goodness.
Was that the 10-pin?
Let's take a look.
Oh, my God, the 10-pin hit the 7.
It was the 10. When was the last time you saw that?
About 5 seconds ago. Before that, I think never.
2 for 2 so far. Andrew Anderson.
Wow. He's been good on that right lane, guys. He's now 12 of 13 on the right lane.
And I think you see a common trend. Last night, all of the high seeds chose to finish on the right lane. And Kevin here doing it again. He gets lane choice. He chooses to finish on the right lane because it seems to be the friendlier lane.
Okay. Got the start he wanted.
Yeah, like we talked about a little bit earlier in the last match, this left lane seems to be the one that hooks a little less. It seems, I mean, maybe not a little less, but a little earlier, which creates a little bit of that, push or that wiggled down lane that these players haven't seen all week on the other pairs, and plenty of those weak 7-pins being left.
Back to McCune on the right lane. Okay. Let's go back. 2023 Players Championship in Jersey. Kevin McCune swept Jacob Buttrip in 3 games to win his first career title. At the season's final major, became the first player to win their first career title at a major since Chris By 2021 U.S. Open. And the first third-generation PBA Tour champion, along with Ramadan dad, Eugene.
Take a look, guys. Take a look at his arsenal. He's going with the IQ AI. The IQ AI, but here's an interesting fact. He's using a 16-pounder on the right lane and a 15-pounder on the left lane.
Yeah, which, I mean, the difference, so it's the same ball, probably drilled the same way, but the core on the 16-pound ball is a little larger, which will help it hook a little earlier, help it hook a little more overall. You see him throwing the same shot.
Yeah.
He's trying to play the same lines, and my guess would be he's trying to make the lanes as similar as he possibly can. He doesn't want to have to move around, switch balls, so he's throwing the same ball, the same shape, just a slightly larger core on that left lane in the 16-pound ball.
Anderson, guys, response here, right lane on the 8-pin. Stubborn.
I'm curious if we're going to see Andrew switch out of that Ion. I believe that's the Ion Pro he's throwing.
Yeah.
I'm curious if we're going to see Andrew switch out of that. It looks like it's going a little too forward down lane. It's getting to the same spot. It's just not coming off at the same. I'd be curious to see if he is going to switch that Equinox back on the right lane as well.
Even though that's only the second time he's missed on the right lane.
The last one wasn't too convincing either.
Gotcha.
And I think especially with Kevin McCune, he has a massive rev rate, and if someone's going to change the lanes, he's going to change them quick.
That's the voice of Packy Hanrahan joining us in the booth here in Reno. Two-time PBA Tour champion on the call with us here tonight. Strike percentage ranks. It's a high-scoring pattern.
Almost identical.
Yeah, big part of what we're doing here.
It's
really close.
It's insane to think that a 73% strike rate or a 72.3% strike rate gets you 16th on the tournament.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's ridiculous.
All right, so I struck almost 75% of the time, and I'm not in the top 10.
Yeah, 3 out of every 4 shots strike, and I'm 16th. Interesting to see these guys also. I mean, their spare rate and split rate had to be almost identical for them to match up this close as well as the 2 seed and the 4 seed.
Looks for a 21-pin lead. Got that in the 4th. Staying perfect. The road to the Indy 500 runs through Thermal. As IndyCar heads to the California desert, the fastest racing on earth is back Sunday, 3 Eastern, live on Fox. Front 4 for McCune.
16-pounder on the right lane, 15-pounder on the left lane. Same bowling ball.
Locked.
Oh,
across the deck for the
huge
top
messenger. And you see him getting pumped up.
Yeah.
Walks it out onto the right lane, sits back down in his chair. Little bit of pizzazz there from my guy, Kevin.
When we spoke to Kevin, he said the 15-pounder is sharper in the back part of the lane for him.
Yeah, so, and that, like we talked about, and that was my bad earlier, I said the 16 was on the wrong lane. The 15, like you said, on the left lane, actually will help it scoot through the front with that core being a little smaller, and it be a sharper motion down lane. Proven the left lane on TV all week has hooked a little earlier and helped it squirt, so he's combating that by throwing a ball that's sharper down lane on the left lane to hopefully make the lanes very similar.
All right, Packy, staying with that one.
Staying with it. I'm not super convinced, but again, how can you go away from it? You can't.
He hasn't been shy about changing balls. I mean, he did
not at all.
Match 1, he did it halfway through. Match 2, he changed balls on the left lane. And he said in our interview with him earlier, he said, yeah, man, you got to change on the fly. One-game matches, as you know, go by so quick, and there's no time.
You got 2 shots to spare.
Exactly.
And on a pace like this, you got none.
Right.
6 for him, trying to go 5 for 6.
Oh, my God.
No help this time with the 10.
That's almost the exact same hit that Kevin McCune had 1 frame ago, got super hyped about, because he had the messenger hop across the deck and take out the 7 and the 10.
The difference being rev rate.
It's a rev rate and speed game, especially when there's this many strikes, and Kevin's got Andrew on both of them. The only thing that could hurt him is the speed being too fast when he steps back up after commercial break.
Kevin McCune, perfect, through 5. Can he stay on a heater? Lots more bowling to come, folks. Stay with us.
Back in Reno, Kevin McCune, front five, up by 22 pins here, guys, on Andrew Anderson. Some pin action in the first and fifth, Randy.
Man, this is why you got to put a ton of revs on the ball to create pin action like this. Speed and revs, just like Packy said. Packy knows a thing or two about speed and revs.
I would say a little more about the revs and a little less about the speed, but Kevin McCune has the magic package of both.
Perfection so far for the youngster. Bowled at Calumet College of St. Joseph in Indiana. All-American NAIA level. This is the big time. Oh, 7-10, maybe, yes.
If someone's gonna make it,
yeah, he can.
This is the guy.
Do you think?
I've seen him do it more than once, and he's not even waving to the crowd like he's excited about it.
Could it be number 5? No.
Oh my God.
Didn't we just show a carry package where he was carrying all these crazy strikes, and then that
finally happens?
Tell you what, let's go down to the floor and talk to Tour Rep Tim Mack. Timmy, 2 new players on your staff with McCune and Anderson. What's that transition? Excuse me. What's the transition been like?
It's been fantastic, to be honest with you. You guys are joys to work with, and our team has enjoyed every bit of it. We're trying to get them up to speed with all of our balls as quick as possible.
Thank you, Timmy.
Okay, well, the 7-10 split.
So
nice recovery.
Sorry, David. Packy, we watched the package, the carry package for McCune.
It's a bad break.
And then
bad break. Yeah, just got
that pocket 7-10 looked like his ball weighed 10 pounds.
Yeah, I mean,
same tempo, just a bad break.
that's also the.
They're good. Out of the commercial.
Yeah.
All you can ask for.
Yeah. Go make a couple more good ones, right? Come on.
All right, Packy, go ahead.
I mean, like you heard him see right there, that's all you can ask for. He threw 2 great shots right out of the commercial break. Kevin giving us good insight to his mind a little bit about he just made 2 great shots and one of them didn't strike. Those weren't that different from the shots, and much like Andrew here, now the left lane seemed to be the trickier of the pairs yesterday. It seemed to be the trickier of the lanes today. And now both of them missing on the right lane the last 2 shots. One of them with the 7-10, one of them just with this weak 10 right here. I know we talked a little bit earlier about possibly Andrew changing balls in the right lane. Kevin's obviously not going to, but I mean, the carry package from Kevin has been phenomenal, but it's one of those, if you dare it to do it enough, eventually you're going to leave one of them. If you don't make moves or you don't make changes, it's just going to happen.
Those some good ones here. Come on.
Back-to-back 10 pins for Anderson, just trails by 9. And that's due to that open frame pocket 7-10.
Takes his first of 2 available re-racks here in the match.
Did you also, what was the TV process for you like back in the day? Did you also have a certain amount of re-racks you can take, timeout, stuff like that?
Anderson.
Huge strike from him.
Great shot.
We have no timeouts, 2 re-racks.
And I know the timeouts are new as of, I believe, last year. So it's always been 2 re-racks, apparently.
Yeah.
I think he used that one to kind of collect his thoughts and make a little bit better shot, which executed perfectly.
2 regional titles. Former college baseball player at Purdue Northwest. That's where he started his athletic career collegiately. Go up by 19 in the 8th. Hey, some help across the deck. Down goes number 10.
Apparently it doesn't stop. Once you get them once, they just keep on falling.
Oh my goodness. He's fun to watch. He's actually throwing it slow for him.
For all of you who haven't seen Kevin McCune before, this is a slower speed, like Randy said. He can get that thing humming up there. I asked him probably 2 months ago when the tour started, I said, how fast, if I put a tracker on you, how fast could you throw it if you absolutely wanted to? No hook, no nothing. He said he's breaking 30.
Oh, it's cooking. That's a strike. Taking speed off one with loft here on this ball pattern here tonight, but usually he can absolutely bring it. Flamethrower.
Oh, we saw him bring it, trying to convert the 7-10.
Oh my God. He's one of those guys. We talk about it all the time. You get those guys that when they strike, once the train gets moving, you can't stop it. Yeah. And once he gets striking, like Kimberly talked with him earlier, he shot 830 to get into the show the last 3 games.
Pack, it's been great to have you aboard here tonight on FS1. Into the foundation frame for Andrew. Avoids the damaging split this late, 10-pin only.
Pack, he really hit it. It was time to change balls on that right lane about 3 shots ago.
Yeah, and like we talked about, it's so hard because he threw so many strikes previous. Yeah. And it even looked like he tried to get his hand a little bit more up the back on that one to get it to pick up and keep coming back through the pocket. And that one, unfortunately, did the opposite. Instead of it picking up early and going through the pocket the right way, it picked up early and bailed down lane. Andrew's in absolute need of 2 strikes, and I'm talking Kevin would have to really hand this one to him, whether it was, a foul.
Something dramatic.
I mean, he needs the next 2 and a world of help.
You see the max scores right there. McCune at 236 right now with a mark. Is that what I'm seeing?
There'll be 245 with a 9 spare in the first one.
Andrew's trying to strike out here. Not going to happen. Not again.
He's got 266 left. A spare would put him at 245. He's going to need an open with terrible count, but now with Andrew missing, this match is everything but over. Yeah. Maybe give Kevin McCune time to possibly change balls on that right lane.
Mark for 240.
Hi, man. Good ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
PBA Tour since 2021, 25 years old. McCune, 3rd generation PBA star.
Throwing that same ball, striking on the first one. He's going to give himself an opportunity to get a new bowling ball here on the right lane, possibly see a different shape before he's going in to the championship match. Looks like he actually just picked up the 15-pound ball on the right lane.
Yep. Experiment a bit here. Has knocked off Andrew Anderson. Failed to win a 2nd title here in Reno. Sharp tomorrow.
See
World
how much
Championship
sharper
Saturday.
make that made?
You can see how much sharper it is down lane. Question is, does he stay with the 16-pounder? Does he go with the same ball on both lanes?
Packy, we appreciate your time tonight. Great to have you on board, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Good
appreciate
insight.
it.
Thanks, Packy.
Good luck to the 2 guys in the championship match.
And good luck to you tomorrow. .265 closer for McCune. Our highest game of the evening.
Top seed, Tun Hakeim from Malaysia. Awaits McCune. Championship match is on the way from Reno, Nevada here on FS1. The new PBA Elite League Battle of the Brands pits bowling ball manufacturers against each other in a season-long competition. Each brand has a full roster of staff players, but can choose only 5 to represent them prior to each singles event. Motive has a big lead thanks to a guy named EJ Tackett on tonight's show. Again, 5 straight shows for EJ, 2 wins this year. EJ competed tonight, could not get past Andrew Anderson though in his match. Kevin McCune bested Andrew in the last match. Setting up our championship tilt, Tun Hakeim from Malaysia, his first ever TV show on the PBA Tour. Goes for his first ever win. Would be Malaysia's first ever PBA Tour title as well.
Incredible. I can't wait to watch him under the bright lights of the PBA Tour, see how he handles the immense pressure. Just a quick side note on EJ Tackett. 3 hits, 3 shots, and he's got 3 titles here at the World Series of Bowling. 3.
Still a runaway leader for the World Championship, Saturday, 3 Eastern on Fox. So we'll see him again at least one more time. So this match coming up, now Kevin McCune, the youngster, only 25 years old. His first ever title was a major a couple years back. How do you think he fares in the championship match?
I think he's got the advantage going into the title match. He's got 1 game underneath him. He knows what the pair's doing. He knows what the right lane's doing. I think he might make a ball change. And all the pressure is going to be on Toon, his first time ever.
Could we have our third straight international champion here
Yes,
tonight?
yes, we could.
Toon Hakeim would like to make it 3 in a row. To begin our coverage here of the 16th World Series of Bowling from Reno. On FS1, championship matches on the way. Hakeim, McCune next. The PBA on FS1 is sponsored by Visit Reno Tahoe. Discover your next travel adventure. Learn more at visitRenoTahoe.com. And by Caesars Entertainment, El Dorado Resort, Circus Hotel Reno, and the Silver Legacy Resort. Countless dining options and world-class amenities, all in one destination. Back in Reno, fantastic restaurants. Left and right here. We love coming to have great food in Reno, Nevada.
I had some of the best Italian food last night.
Did you?
My goodness.
I had great Asian last night. Not one, but 2 international champions to begin the World Series of Bowling here in Reno, Nevada. Will it be number 3? Malaysia's Toon Hakeim is ready to go, joined now by Kimberly.
So, Toon, this is your first World Series of Bowling, and not only do you make your first ever PBA Tour show, but you're also the #1 seed. So how did you make that happen?
First of all, it's amazing to be here. And, during the qualifying, we did great. Communicate with my ball reps and choosing equipment, just trying to make my shots. Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Kimberly, thanks. Checking the tail of the tape, our 2 finalists, RP.
Toon averaged 251 to get to this point. That's a lot of striking. You can see there, strike percentage, just off the chart. Strike after strike, 77%.
Here's the youngster. Convincing win over Andrew Anderson in match 3. Starts the championship match, left lane.
Easy.
8-pin. Played 2 years of college baseball. Pin deck first at Purdue Northwest. Sophomore year playing third base. Early morning game, about 30 degrees, right around this time of the year.
Yeah.
Ground ball comes his way. Throws the first, gets the guy out, but feels something tear in his labrum. Got the 8-pin. Next ball comes to him again at third base. His throw reaches the pitcher's mound. That's it. Baseball career over. And then focused on bowling. Transferred to Calumet College. It's quite a story for Kevin. Here's Toon Hakeim. 8:38 tomorrow morning in Malaysia. And a lot of fans are tuned in Asia right now. Top seed, your thing.
Interesting choice. We're in game 4. Take a look at this game. It's a gorgeous one. I mean, this guy's got so much power. You can see him just load up right before he gets to his ankle and just knocks the holes out of it.
As the 10-pin has his mark. World Cup Championship, Team Malaysia. We check his arsenal, Randy.
Yeah, black urethane. Well, let's not leave the pearl part out. Black pearl urethane.
Left lane. That looked really good. Packs a punch and rips the rack.
Sometimes it's hard to tell if the ball's solid or pearl when they have that much surface on.
Team Malaysia teammates behind him. They're so excited to see perhaps another international star win in Reno this year. Whitloff again. Cross deck and does not reach the 10 pin.
All right, so that's the same ball he's using on the left lane now, so he did make the change. And then he leaves the 10 pin and then looks back at his tour rep, Tim Mack.
And he misses it. Wow. Shocker early in the championship match. Time to turn the page, move on from that one. Nice.
Not EJ Tackett rev rate, but pretty darn close. EJ in the 500s. I'm sure Kevin could get there if he wanted to.
Still in urethane. The 10 pin.
Laser focused. Part of that gold medal team. Did you mention that?
We talked about the great overseas experience. You mentioned that today being so important. The IBF World Cup this year. Gold medal winners. Tan.
Rafiq
Ismail, we saw him on our World Series of Bowling show already as a top seed. Here's Toon. He didn't like that too much, but man, come on. That found the pocket in a hurry and tattoos the rack.
Huh. You think by that reaction that he didn't like it? Like you said, and I'm not so sure.
Maybe it was a confident turn back because it was so good.
Yeah.
Okay. Forward from McCune again, the loft, right lane.
Oh, man.
Okay. Back to 22.
He gave that one the business. A little air time and a lot of hand.
First, third generation PBA Tour champion. We talked about Grandpa Don McCune, Dad Eugene McCune. 3 on the 50 Tour, 3 titles for him. And 1991 Hall of Fame inductee. Don, what a career, what a family. Kevin wants some help on the 10 pin, doesn't get it.
Not a good sign when you're a power player leaving a flat 10. Especially when you're using reactive resin. You can't afford to miss another one. Yeah, exactly.
A little frustrated after the first miss. Puts him in a huge hole.
Come on.
Hakeim looks for a 4-bagger, a 33-pin lead here. His road to the show.
Come on.
Swept the Iceman.
Not easy to do. Big numbers with his qualifying. Scoring pattern, 5th frame. Right at it. Takes out the 10.
Shot. Come on. My finger.
Just another gorgeous shot. 4 in a row now for Toon.
25 bagger to go plus 43. He's in the groove.
Come on, baby. Let's get him.
He's mowing him down. McCune wants a re-rack to maybe slow down the Hakeim machine here a bit. One left in the match.
It's like that point where your brain starts to say, I have to strike out.
It's good buddy Tim Boyd Jr. right next to us here watching. Nate shows this year, good season. Right lane, got to have this one. Does.
All right, good one on the right. Needs to do the same on the left, and he needs to do that the rest of the game.
Two seed to cut it to 33. No help on the 10 pin again.
You know, all the players we spoke with about this oil pattern, they all said the same thing. Easy to get to the pocket. The key was getting your ball to go through the pins correctly so that you can strike. Not happening here in the title match for McCune.
Appearing perplexed at the moment. McCune looks for half a dozen in a row. Good shot, ring and 10 pin.
Two 10 pins through 7 frames, both on the right lane for Hakeim, but in complete command of the title match, looking to get the brooms out because he's just a few frames away from the internationals sweeping here at the World Series.
Amazing. Near perfect 10 pin stats. And the number escalates. Sweden's Rasmus Edvall won the Scorpion. Darren Hogg last night won the Viper, first ever from Singapore to win a PBA Tour title. Now it's apparently Malaysia's turn to join the party. Wife Hazika back home in Malaysia watching this really closely. Eighth frame. Right at it. Come on. Down they go.
See the max scores.
Come on. Good response, 8th frame for McCune.
Taking another re-rack. Trying to slow down the Malaysian train. Hakeim already in the 230s. McCune right now at a 197 pace.
Out of re-racks for the match. All-American, Calumet College. Twice after transferring and switching sports. Impressive. Good shot there for Kevin. Nice looking shot. Foundation frame here, Hakeim, getting close, Randy.
Yeah, strike here pretty much locks it up.
Come on, ball. Get in there. Get in there.
He wants it. He's got it. Trip 10 pin. Inching closer to his first career PBA Tour title.
Come on, ball. Get in there. Get in there.
3 international winners from 3 different countries.
Just 7 needed for Toon to wrap it up. For the win. Needs 7, has 10, has a title! Toon Hakeim of Malaysia has his first career PBA Tour crown and becomes the first ever from that country to win on the PBA Tour. The moment of the match brought to you by Pilgrims. Chicken can be boring, but Pilgrims is turning chicken nuggets upside down. I love it, you love it, put it in a nugget.
Well, everybody was scratching their heads, including myself, when we saw what ball he was using and that flat 10 to start. And then what does he do? He goes out and shoots 260 in the title match. 3 winners, all international, first timers on television, first career titles. I mean,
for 2 of the 3, yeah, exactly, all 3, and for their nation for 2 of the 3, and now 3 for Sweden. It's amazing. International event here. Does that surprise you?
Tom Clark is very proud.
PBA Tour Commissioner.
Just a ho-hum 269.
Great ball, man. Great ball all week. Great ball, congrats.
Toon Hakeim has done it. And he'll celebrate with his Team Malaysia teammates.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for Toon. I love it.
Great tournament for Kevin. Coming oh so close. A little fun here. Is locked away down lane. Why not? Excellent appearance for the youngster. We'll see him again. 33-year-old. Toon Hakeim is done.
Great ball again, man. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
In Malaysia, you say Aku Manang, which means I win.
Nice.
He's got the title. He's got the trophy.
Malaysia, this is for you. Mom, Dad, my wife, I miss you guys so much. Hope to see you guys soon.
And a celebration with his teammates as well. That is fun.
Thank you.
Good job, good job, good job.
Thank you.
Toon Hakeim has done it here in Reno, Nevada, celebrating with his teammates from Malaysia. He wins tonight. What a World Series of bowling here in Reno so far for international stars. Sweden's Rasmus Edvall, first career title. Then Darren Ong, first bowler from Singapore to win on the PBA Tour, his first ever title. Toon Hakeim tonight from Malaysia. The same thing, first ever from the island of Malaysia to win a PBA Tour event. Kevin McCune, the finalist a moment ago, but Randy, this was all Toon.
Yeah, just dead flush perfect. He did it the entire game. Missed twice, left 2 10 pins, and that was it.
A happy champion joined by Kimberly.
Toon, congratulations on this win. My goodness, you came out here for the first time to the World Series, and you walk away with a PBA Tour title. Walk me through your feelings on winning this.
It feels amazing. It's a dream come true.
What would you like to say to your family and your friends at home?
I just want to say thank you. It means a lot to me. And for my mom and dad, thank you so much for the support. My wife back home, watching since 2 a.m. in the morning. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
How proud of a moment is this for you that you are the first Malaysian athlete to ever win a PBA Tour title?
It feels great to break history for my country. And
how are you going to celebrate tonight?
I don't know. Probably with my friends, we're going to have some dinner or something.
Well, I do know there's a lot of guys over here, your teammates on the Malaysian team, that want to celebrate with you. Congratulations on this win.
That's awesome. I know how he's going to celebrate. He's going to fill that trophy up with something.
Thank you.
What a moment for Tune Hakeim. All right, Randy, so it's the big story of the World Series of Bowling, edition 16 here in Reno. 3 for 3 international stars.
Yeah.
My question to you, why?
Because that's how great the rest of the world is. And if competing on the PBA Tour for these other countries was possible, we would all know that, right? And the only way that they can get noticed, get seen, to have the rest of the world see their talents is because of the World Series of Bowling.
Winning your first ever title is one thing. Winning the first ever for your country, as he spoke with Kimberly a moment ago, that's a big deal.
It really is.
It represents so much for an athlete like that.
Yeah, it's truly a special moment for these international players because they just have so much more on them, right? The weight of doing it for the nation, your nation, not only friends and family, but for a country.
Chameleon in the books tonight. 3 WSOB tournaments in the books, all international stars. Champions so far. Our coverage continues tomorrow, 7 Eastern. PBA Shark Championship here on FS1. It all wraps up with the World Championship Saturday on Fox at 3 Eastern. 3 up, 3 down, all international stars, champions in Reno this year. Coming up next, MLB, Tokyo Series, Dodgers, and the Cubs. Now for the Hall of Famer Randy Pedersen and Kimberly Pressler. It's Dave Ryan saying so long from Reno for now. See you tomorrow night, 7 Eastern for The Shark. You've been watching the PBA on FS1. Tune Hakeim of Malaysia makes history, his first ever title. First for his country, a win tonight in Reno. You saw it all on FS1. See you tomorrow night.